Hello. Who's going first?
Yeah, go on then.
Shall I go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Hello and welcome to the Red Sofa. And we're sitting here to give you another insight onto the chaos of our lives. What are we talking about, Helen?
We are talking about moving.
Oh golly.
Yeah.
I can bags under eyes.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Kevin and I are in the first throes of moving house, which means some house hunting. But most importantly, it means clearing stuff. And I remember saying to my eldest stepdaughter 2 years ago, I said, Claire, we're going to reach a point where we're going to die and you're just going to come and have to sort out all our stuff. And you're going to find stuff in drawers. And she just went, sort it. So
wise girl.
So it looks as though moving house is the strategy towards sorting it. So I have been filling bags and taking them to charity shops. But I want to talk about toys, first of all. Now, right the way through James's life, he's had those moments where I'm saying, darling, do you really want that anymore? Do you really want that anymore? And of course there are times he really does want that anymore. And I was given really useful advice a few years ago, which is when you think something is not wanted, you put it into a place where he forgets about it. Yeah. And was this advice from you?
Yeah, and if they don't ask for it,
you could
throw it. Yeah.
The thing is, the bigger problem is the stuff I don't want to get rid of.
Yeah, that's bigger.
So he had a bedroom absolutely ram-packed with soft toys. And every one of them has a name. And they were all named after the people that gave them to him. So he's got a bear called Keith because it was given to us by a friend called Keith. And Keith is a good name for a bear.
That's a great name for a dog, actually.
There were dragons and bears and horses. A horse called Frank, which was named after a pony that we had. And then there was a pony called Ivan. Well, Ivan had to be had. Ivan is still around, but there's a soft toy version of Ivan. And this last week I said to James, soft toys in your room. We obviously got rid of a few years ago. Oh, there was Granny Bear. Granny Bears.
No, you can't get rid of Granny Bear.
Well, and I said, are there any that need to be kept? And he went, Mum, these are all your problems, not my problem.
Wise child.
So what I had to do was tell myself that these animals are going to be loved so much more wherever they go. And they're actually going on to a new and exciting job opportunity. So they've all written their CVs and off they've gone. But the biggest problem is wooden toys.
Yeah.
Now, I heard somebody else talk about plastic and wood, and they said that plastic toys worm their way into your child's consciousness as you need me, and they're brightly coloured and they make great noises and kids love them. Now, and they were saying, don't buy them. Buy wooden toys. Wooden toys are so much nicer. And I agreed with that.
I like them.
I'm now regretting it.
Yeah, because you can't throw them away.
I can't throw the flipping wooden toys
They're too
away.
lovely.
I'm stuck with these darned wooden toys.
They're works of art, aren't they?
And they're my child's history.
Yeah.
And the plastic toys, they break. It's great. You just chuck them out because they've broken.
Yeah.
Really easy. But he's got this amazing I should have brought it to show you.
Yeah.
He's got this amazing little red tractor with a handle thingy on it. And you can steer it around the floor. And I can still steer it around the floor. And it's not going.
It's history, isn't it? That's the thing. It's history.
It's so
See,
beautiful.
I find the bears with names more difficult because it sort of personalises them. Don't give bears names because you can't. You're like, how could you ever throw out Granny Bear? That's just.
Granny Bear has been agonising, I have to tell you.
Torture.
Granny Bear is featured in Facebook posts and all sorts of things. She's a polar bear.
We have a grandpa bear.
Do you?
Yeah, and we'd never get rid of that because that was the bear that the boys had when their grandpa died. I think it was Winston's Wish, did some work with them, and an amazing Winston's Wish. And they all had a grandpa bear, and they all had a knitted jumper, little knitted jumper, so somebody had gone to the trouble of knitting them all a jumper.
I think James has had one of those bears in the past.
Yeah.
Can I confess?
You didn't throw it out.
That one, I didn't get thrown out.
Recycled.
He got given to a higher calling.
His next phase.
so yes. So yeah, that's been what's been.
It's hard though, isn't it?
It's very hard, and it's very grubby work as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, James's bedroom. No, it's not tidy. don't live under any illusions of tidy, but at least it's moderately undusty. But the depths of my cupboards and my drawers, and paper clips.
Yeah.
Paper clips. I think paper clips are how matter comes into being. Because matter has to come into being somehow. And I think that's paper clips, drawing pins, and marbles. Where do
Marbles, yeah.
Marbles crop up every
years
drawer.
later.
Yeah.
Years later.
And of course, jigsaw puzzles with one piece
that's
missing.
really annoying. Or the piece. And no jigsaw puzzle.
Or the piece.
Yeah, the piece that you've been looking for 10 years, you finally get rid of the jigsaw puzzle.
And then the piece
you find the
reemerges.
piece. That's so annoying.
Yeah, we're a little bit of that stage as well.
Yeah.
So, and we've been going out through, and then James's Brio train set.
Oh, you can't get rid of that.
Can't get rid of it.
No.
I mean, that's got to stay.
We're not doing much clearing here,
No,
are we?
it's actually rubbish. And it's not rubbish,
No,
but the fact
we're rubbish.
that we're rubbish.
Yeah.
And so Kevin and I had a proper discussion about what happens to the Brio this morning. And he said, well, it should really be kept for grandchildren. I said, darling, your grandchildren have all grown out of Brio.
Yeah.
Apart from the smallest one, who I got it out for and he showed no interest at all.
Oh, really?
So logically, it should be kept for James's children. James is 16. I feel it's just a tad pressurising to say, I've kept it for your children, darling.
I've kept all my stuff. My child's only 16.
Do they know? Do they know?
Yeah, I've told, and I've given orders for grandchildren.
I see.
Oh, I want
a different
loads.
strategy to
I want
me.
loads of grandchildren. Yeah.
Right, okay then. Yeah, you've adopted a different strategy. You've adopted the pressure strategy.
I've put the pressure. It might put them off, you see, starting early. Reverse psychology.
Okay then, right. Yeah.
But I am going to have lots of grandchildren.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had 9 buying agents came round yesterday. Now, the house is tidier than it has ever been.
It is.
So we have stuffed. So our bathroom, because our bathroom has stuff lying all over the place, stuffed into toiletries bags, shoved in the cupboard.
Any little space.
Door shut. Pray nobody opens the door. Don't shut the door. Don't open the door. So James last night went downstairs to clean his teeth from sitting in the library. Go and clean your teeth. Time for bed. And off he goes. And he comes back about half an hour later. He says, "Where are the toothbrushes? Where's the toothpaste? Can't find anything."
In the cupboard.
I went, oh yes, good point. In one of my cupboards in the bedroom, in a bag. Go and have a look, you'll find it. Half an hour ticks by.
He wasn't underneath, he wasn't like this, was he?
James comes back up and he says, "I found the toothpaste, I can't find any toothbrushes." "Oh no, really, it is there. Please don't make me come down. Please don't make me come. We're really tired." So he disappears again. And anyway, when we finally, he obviously sorted himself. I think he sorted himself out. When we finally went down, we found every single bag taken out of the wardrobe and arranged around the bath and over the windowsills. Some of them upside down, some of them the right way up. We thought, okay, I think that possibly serves me right.
Yeah,
I think maybe I earned that.
But moving is stressful, isn't it? So stressful.
It's funny, I find it goes in waves. The decision to sell before we told anybody, that was stressful.
Yeah.
Once we started telling everybody, it became sort of public knowledge, the stress all went. But now we're in that waiting game where you're waiting for somebody to actually say, yeah, we want to buy your house. And it's worse because we found the house we want to buy.
Yeah.
And so you're in that process.
Yeah.
But yesterday I spent the entire day looking tidy and sitting, looking as though, it's really easy running this house and it's really relaxed. I'm not allowed to do anything because I might make it a mess.
Yeah.
So I was bored witless yesterday. So Kevin took me off out for breakfast and then he took himself out to the studio and I kind of did odd bits and then took myself off to see some. I had my first day ever at Oliver's of being a lady that does lunch yesterday.
Very nice.
Yeah, well, I didn't actually go for lunch.
Because you weren't allowed to make a mess.
Yes. And by the end, the ridiculous thing was I did nothing all day and by the end of it I was exhausted. Utterly.
Doing nothing is really tiring.
It's really,
But I knew. See, Penny's house is really homely, and there's always
messy,
lots going on.
chaotic.
It is messy, but not in a bad way. In a really homely way. You know you've arrived. You know Penny's been busy, and James has been building whatever he's in the process of building. And I came. Good job you told me that you were clearing out because I came in and I came through the door and I went. Because I could see all the kitchen sides, and if you hadn't told me, I would have thought there was something really, really wrong.
I tell you what, we had fruit in a bowl
You did,
on the surface of the kitchen. We don't eat fruit.
You do now.
Flipping bowl of fruit, but it looks nice.
Yeah, it does look lovely.
Flowers all around the house.
Yeah.
Oh, we've done everything. Loaf of bread was being made yesterday morning. Not
Smells.
that a buying agent would give two hoots about a loaf of bread.
You're supposed to put loaf of bread and percolated coffee on, aren't you?
Oh,
Get those
didn't do
homely
that. We don't
smells.
drink coffee.
No.
We don't, yeah, so we're pretty rubbish. Really.
No.
But anyway, so yesterday is over. They're talking about repeating it. Yawn. But so yeah,
You have to do it. So what moving stories, disasters, funny stories have you got? I'm sure you've got loads out there, so let us know. So put your comments in the comments box. Don't forget to like if you have in fact liked.
and share and tell other people about us.
Yeah. And we'll look forward to seeing you next time.
See you soon.
Bye.
People live in poverty.